Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just posted that video clip of the drone footage. That was from this morning. It really has nothing to do with the video, but I thought it was too cool not to post. It was a beautiful morning here. It was about 15 degrees when I filmed that outside, and it was cold and crisp, but it was a nice morning, and the sun was just peeking through the clouds, so I thought I'd get that up there for you guys. But today's video, we just got back from the fireworks store for the last time, hopefully, for the New Year's show. We got a 24-pack of canister shells. They're called the Radioactives by Fisherman, and I'll throw a picture of them up on the screen right now. And they're supposed to be pretty much the best ones around. They break nice and they break big, they said, and they hit hard. So we'll see what they do. I'll throw them in on these mortar racks we got. We got those from Pyro Boom off the internet. So these are some. They have the HDPE D11s is what this is. They're an HDPE pipe, and they do have a wood plug in the bottom, and that's what you want when you make these mortar racks. So I got 2 mortar racks. They're 12 shots a piece. I'll flip you around and show you them. So this is what the mortar racks look like. I got 2 of them, and there's one back here too. So we'll get those preloaded with these Fisherman artillery shells, and we'll do the unboxing here and see what they're all about. They're 5-inch shells, and they're supposed to be one of the best ones you can get on the market right now. All right, so let's unbox these and see what these are all about. This little fireworks show that I'm doing for New Year's is really starting to turn into a pretty good show, more like a 4th of July show than a New Year's, but we do got to kick off this crappy year and get rid of it with some boom, and kick off the new year with some explosions too. So wow, it comes with each one comes with it looks like a fiberglass. Yeah, it is. It's a fiberglass tube of its own, so that's nice. You can always save those and build another rack out of those. So there's 6 shots per rack, and we'll see what they all are. They all got different effects. This one here is a red and green palm, and maybe almost like a willow. So these are all, and here, actually no, this is the willow right here. Number 10 is the gold white willow and crackling. So this one right here will be a nice willow break and have some hang time. But like I said, they are 5-inch shells, so they're nice. We'll get all these unboxed and placed on the table here, and then we'll get them loaded in the tubes, and we'll show you how we're going to fuse them together. It's pretty much like the other videos, 43, 42, and 41 on how we fuse them together. But we'll get them all unboxed here, and we'll show you how we're going to put them in them racks. All right, now like I said, these shells here are 5-inch shells, and these HDPE tubes are 15-inch shells. So these 5-inch shells will fit in there nice with the wick hanging out. Now, if you had a 4-inch, now these will be nice to fuse on, just like this, to fuse together. Now, if you had a 4-inch shell and these 15-inchers, you'd have to add some wick on. Now, 15-inch tubes, they say, make the shell or whatever you're shooting out of them go higher. Now, I have seen videos on it that do indicate that, and some videos that are that don't. But regardless, this is what I got as a 15-inch shell, so they work good with the 5-inch canister shells. So we're gonna get them all in there, and then I'll show you how I fuse my mortar boards together, or racks, and at least for this show, how I'm gonna fuse them together. You can fuse them however you want. Now, you can fuse them when you're doing it. You can fuse them like this, and then bring them back, and then put a piece of tape over this side, so when this side goes off, that it's not the sparks ain't jumping over and lighting these ones. Or like what I'm gonna do in this case is I'm gonna do one right down the middle, a quick fuse, so they all go off at the same time, basically. So we'll get all these loaded up, and then I'll show you how we are gonna fuse these together. All right, now that I'm gonna be fusing from this way here like this, I'll leave a quick fuse tail on there, and I'm gonna grab some zip ties again. It's the same process as basically fusing anything else together. So I'll leave a tail here for me to light, since this right here is gonna be the start of my show. So I'll face all these wicks the same way. And I'll run it right down the middle of my board. So I'll get all these fuses together, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. But I'll show you a quick ordeal what it's going to look like. It's going to be running like that, and I'll leave a tail on this end to hit to my cyber candles. I was going to make them the show, but at midnight I want a loud bang and a lot of them going off. So I'll save this rack for the beginning, and I'll put this other rack in maybe with the Roman candles or the finale. I'm not sure yet. But this is what it's going to kind of look like. I'll pull you in closer here. And it'll look like that with all these little wicks coming off of it like that. So I'll fuse them together, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. All right, guys, here's my tail that I'm going to light with so I can light it and have enough time to get away. That's going to be the show starter right there. Then it's going to hit into some cyber candles and then some 500-gram cakes and stuff. But let me get this stool out of here right behind me so I can get a look here. All right, this is the finished product. This is going to be my starter. Then I'll leave this tail on the end here so I can go to my cyber candles, which will be close to them. So I'll leave it like right about there. And then use some quick fuse in between there. So, but here it is, the mortar rack. So they're all zip tied and wired together there, fused together. And it goes kind of like this shot, and then all the way down. So every other on each side. It's not 2 on 1 and then back over. So that's what the finished product looks like. And like I said, you can get these mortar racks on pyroboom.com. They're right out of Ohio. 1-day shipping pretty much, and it was great. So like I said, these are the DR11s, and they're the 15-inch racks for canister shells, and you can buy them all different kinds, 24, and you can buy them tilted, or I just bought the regular one so I can play 212, so it makes 24, so that's a whole pack of canister shells, and I can place them anywhere I want in part of the show. I can use one 12 and another 12 that I'm going to do here in a minute for the different parts of the show. I'll start the show off with this since it's going to be a New Year's show, and at midnight you want a lot of boom quick. So I'll do this. This will be a lot of boom quick at the beginning of the show, and then it'll go into slower parts, and then it'll speed back up again. So I'll use this one at the beginning, that one in the finale, and it'll work out good. And that's about it for today's video. The next video is going to be showing you how I set the fireworks show up outside, and what each firework does, and I'll be going through that. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell if you want to know what we're posting next. And like I always say, we'll see you on the next go around.